but you know what, guys? It's funny because there'll be other people have said to us that he looks Habesha and I look like the foreigner. Well, since we've been here in 48 hours, it literally vacillates.
Yeah.
Some people think I'm the Habesha one and he's the Jamaican or African American, and some people think I'm the Jamaican African American and he's the Habesha one. So
yeah, I mean, one thing's for sure, both Rastas.
Yeah, that's true.
Look at the bag he's over here, ladies.
What do you do and how do you do? Hey, salam no, live from Addis Ababa.
Hey guys, welcome back to Kones.
Welcome back.
Do you know what time it is?
It is what?
Recap time, day 2.
Yeah. Day two recap of day 2.
That's right. And let me tell you, we have a lot to fill you in on. We've only been here 48 hours. Yeah, we already have been A, scammed, and B, almost arrested, but those stories are coming at a later time. Soon coming.
Hey,
stay posted.
Okay, it's not anything against the lovely country of Ethiopia or the city of Addis Ababa. You know,
Just
things happen. Yeah, but
and no cap to both of those statements, by the way.
Yeah, because there's a war going on, right, in the north.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not directly. War has indirect things that come with that. So
yeah.
Enough said about that. But
let's get into it.
Yeah, this is only day 3, right?
Well, day 2 is the recap that
Yeah.
we're covering right now. So that would have been Sunday morning. We woke up nice and early because, again, we're struggling with the sleep.
No, I woke up. I've only been getting 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah, I think you got up around 4-ish. I was up a couple of hours later. By 8 o'clock, we were already out. And let me tell you, the streets were alive with children playing.
Oh,
what a sight to see.
Love it. Man, there's so many children and kids and just young people everywhere. I think all over Africa is like that, but I don't know. We've been back and forth, but I don't know. I'm just noticing different things each country and each time we come back.
Mm-hmm.
What I love to see, like she said, well, look, getting 4 hours of sleep, meaning that I will go to bed. I went to bed around 11 or 12, maybe midnight, because that's when I got sleepy.
Mm-hmm.
So I woke up around 4 in the morning. And also to add to the not being able to sleep that good because of the time difference in the flying and the altitude of the country, it is a lot of dogs on the street. And I like that because, dogs are they're kind of respected like cows. Nobody's hitting dogs or, they're not getting killed. They don't, it's just like they just hang out. They don't attack you or they're not ferocious. They just be hanging out. It's like they're just everywhere. So we're in a nice apartment and across from us is construction and the dogs hang out at night and they just do what they do. So I'm hearing a lot of dogs, but that doesn't that's not why I'm not able to sleep. But anyway, I'm just noticing that there's a lot of dogs, and so I woke up at 4 and couldn't sleep until the sun came up. And with the sun coming up on Sunday morning, the kids came up, so they're outside playing soccer. It was all ages, like from this tall, I would say like from age 5 or 6 up to like teenagers out there playing soccer, man, or football.
At the crack of dawn.
At the crack of dawn, you hear
Okay?
Yeah.
Not staying in bed until noon, not on their devices, not on the YouTube, outside playing.
Outside playing. Yeah.
Like we used to do as children.
Yeah, it's really like telling, like from the West, when I was young, my friends used to come and wake me up in the morning to come outside, but nowadays, like me having kids, like kids don't come to the door to tell everybody to come out. If they do come, they want to come in and play video games or hang out inside, there's maybe one or two out of like 50 who are outside actually kicking the ball around or trying to play basketball or whatever, skating outside or just playing. But it was a lovely sight to see. So
man,
yeah, we got out the house kind of early and went to look for our per use coffee.
We ended up going to this place called Aku Cafe, which is opposite this park that has this like massive statue, which you would have seen by now, by the way, which was actually Ethiopia's sort of monument of gratitude, if you will, to Cuba and Fidel Castro. So that's quite interesting. Apparently they have really good relations, which is not all that surprising, come to think of it.
Castro supported a lot of African countries.
Yeah, exactly. Castro was big on helping countries sort of become self-sufficient, independent, sovereign, but also he really helped with the sciences and the mathematics
and medical.
And the medical.
Offered free study tuition for med students.
Right. So all the things that you're not going to hear the mainstream media speaking about because, again, there's always an agenda at play, but hey, neither here nor there. So, to every side, to every story, there are two sides. So I just found that really informative and interesting.
Yeah. And so not only, not to get away from that, but yeah, I mean, it makes sense. We're in the neighborhood of Mexico and to see that statue of, Cuba's support of the war efforts here and stuff like that. It's really something like wouldn't have known that without the help of
locals.
Yeah,
and it's kind of by design that we wouldn't have known, right? It's by
Yeah.
design, wink, wink. Anyways.
And so not only were the kids playing outside,
Our building.
kicking around, playing football. It's the World Cup going on too, but I'm sure they do it regardless. So even on the main street, or as you call it, the high street, even on that street, it was blocked off, just for the kids to be out there, doing their thing, either riding bikes or playing soccer or football. Just kids everywhere. I think, I asked, is this Kids Day? It was like, no, this is every
Sunday.
weekend. Yeah.
It's a regular Sunday.
Every Sunday. So that was good. And we, I don't know if I posted it, but we ran into a nice gentleman. She, we were walking around, of course, looking out of place like tourists as we are. And what did the guy ask you? He came up to you and asked you something. He said
to us, nice photo, because we were gonna do this like little thing.
Yeah, we were acting silly, taking photos.
And then we just kind of sparked conversation. His English was bang on, so he's just like, you all should come up here and visit my gallery called Zebra Gallery. It's just around the corner. So we said, absolutely, we will. We actually thought that we had already been to his store, but apparently this is a very common name. So
Zebra is a name of many shops and things.
Shops. We'll have to ask about what that's about. Maybe it's like an honored, highly respected animal of sorts.
Yeah.
Sort of like the cows and.
Yeah. We will find out and let y'all know.
Yeah.
But he looked at you and he was talking to you, and he asked, "What? Are you?" He was speaking Amharic to you.
Yes, that's right. He was. Yeah, he was.
Then,
and I said, I don't speak Amharic. I just speak a bit of Tigrinya. And he's like.
Yeah, he was surprised. He's like, thought you were, from here. And then he said, "Oh, you're a Rasta. You must be Jamaican."
Yeah, but you know what, guys? It's funny because there'll be. Other people have said to us that he looks Habesha and I look like the foreigner. Well, since we've been here in 48 hours, it literally vacillates.
Yeah.
Some people think I'm the Habesha one and he's the Jamaican or African American, and some people think I'm the Jamaican African American, and he's the Habesha one. So
Yeah, I mean, one thing's for sure, both Rastas.
yeah, that's true.
So, so anyway, after we met those guys, we talked to them for about a good 10 minutes. And,
Yeah, they were really lovely.
Yeah, they were nice. They just said,
just
"Hey,
friendly.
come by the gallery."
Yeah,
And I was like, "Yeah, I bet we're gonna be there."
yeah.
But we had to get on with our day, so we did our vlog from the coffee shop.
From Aku.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
day
then-
one recap.
Yeah, and then we so we had to get back home because it was almost time for our tour guide to meet us.
Well, we were on time. Let us tell you another thing about this place. Everyone here is early.
Yeah.
Okay? Everyone.
I thought everybody had CP time.
Nope.
But
This
Ethiopia is a whole different story. Now, the times might be weird and different. Just like, you know, they're on their own calendar, they're on their own time, but when they say they're gonna be somewhere at a certain time, they're there.
Yeah, like, because we had an appointment to meet with our tour guide from day one again at 10 a.m., which, by the way, is technically 4 p.m., but again, we have to get into the...
Yeah.
We still have to look that up and explain it to you all properly, because we also don't fully understand it as of yet. We just know that there's a 6-hour difference. So from the time that is on our clocks versus how they interpret time, but we'll get into that at another time. So we were meant to meet her, according to our watches, at 10 a.m. on Sunday. And wouldn't you know it, we got here 10 minutes prior and she had already been here for 30 minutes.
Yeah, she was just...
Because he's a military guy. He keeps me on time.
Yeah, if
You
you're
know.
not 15 minutes early, you're late.
But we
So-
were late regardless because
Yeah.
she got here at closer to 9:30. So
Yeah, she was waiting for us. And,
yeah.
She said, "I'm gonna meet y'all at 4." And she was like, "By the way, 4 means
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
by
Yeah.
your devices.
So anyway, what did we do? We left with her. We walked around. Oh, we walked to get a ride in a blue donkey.
Yeah,
Or-
we picked it up in front of the goat.
Yeah.
Coffee
we
shop.
caught the blue donkey in front of the goat.
Mm-hmm.
So the animals are very well respected.
Again.
And they're also eaten.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of raw meat. But enough of that. So getting in the blue donkey or the dollar van, and we headed to the streets. By the way, the streets were pretty, they were clear because of, Sunday and kids day and whatever, but it was less people in the van than normal. First stop was
Was it Shilomeda?
Shido
I think it was.
Meta.
Is it Shilomeda?
Shido Meta.
I
Something.
think so, yeah. Where we went to go look at more Zurias.
Yeah.
So, and that was, that took us a minute to get there because I think we took 2 or 3 donkeys to get there, blue donkeys.
Yeah.
I think it was 3 actually. It was a bit of a journey, but we got there. We started to look at Zurias. There were only a couple of shops open, but it's like a high street, if you will, which is a bit further away from like central Addis where we're staying. And most of the shops were actually not open, but a couple were. So I did manage to try on a couple of outfits. We'll pop one image here. So this is the one with the orange at the bottom. I can't show you the other one because that one is my inspiration for a special day.
Yeah.
So you get to see the one with the orange sort of embellishment, but yeah, it was really nice. The material was really great. Everything is hand sewn. Nothing is made in China or machine made. And I say that only to distinguish from the fact that there are versions now that do come from China that are machine made. So, which makes them more affordable. Now, this didn't exist maybe, I would say, 15, 20 years ago. It might be as recent as the last 10 years that they've come about because traditionally these have always been hand woven. But now this is available probably because there is so much business between the two countries. So it is what it is. I mean, I guess it offers people an opportunity to spend less money on something. But so we tried, we went into a couple of places, tried a couple of things. He tried a couple of things too. Actually, we went to about 3 places. One we spent a good half hour in because they had a beautiful book of it was like a catalog where you could choose sort of different styles and colors, and we kind of sat in that store for a minute, still in Shiromeda, but it was like not on the high street proper. It was just in like this little building just off the high street. And by that time, because it took us 3 blue donkeys and we had already spent a good hour or so between a couple of shops, we were ready for our first snacks, like the kitties that we are. So we rode down, we got into another donkey.
Yeah.
And we were about to do more sightseeing, but we said, can we just pause and just use the facilities and just take a break? So our tour guide took us to this cute little place that is very well known in Addis called Romina in Fagolo. And we sat down. You know, she had a shahi, which is a spiced tea, which, no shade, but is made a little bit better in Eritrea. But hey, listen, there's no better or worse per se. It's all perspective and it's all relative. And also, like, Ethiopia makes far better zuriyas than Eritrea makes. So you know what I mean? It all evens out at the end of the day. Yeah, you can't have it all, can you? No one place is going to have it all. But the the shahi that she had was okay. I had a delicious spritz, which is a mixed juice, which tasted exactly like how it does in Eritrea. So on that level, they were on par. Everything is organic, natural, no sugar added. And here's an image of that. And by that point, truth be told, I looked over at this one here and his eyes were glazing over.
Yeah, you know, that waking up at 4 o'clock for the last 2 days, it started wearing. So it was hard keeping up and our tour guide was like, you okay? You okay? I was like, yeah, I'm good. Don't worry about me. Like, I had a lot of water today and I'm tired. I really want to go back, but I tried, I soldiered it out. I thought we were going to do more stuff, but it kind of wasn't on the tour guide's itinerary. So we just mainly looked at a lot of, zurias and shirts.
Which are traditional clothes. Well, I think she probably would have taken us out after or before lunch had we had more energy, but the truth is we hit the ground running, guys, from day one. And we had been operating on very little sleep because we left on Thanksgiving night. We had been up all day Thanksgiving. It was a regular day for us, right? So we hadn't slept that night because it was an overnight flight. And we got so much done. And if you look back at our day one vlog, which is packed with stuff that we did. And so basically we had hit a wall at that point. However, because she had already invested time and money in making a homemade meal for us, we decided that we would see the homemade meal through at her family home, but not go to any other sites that day because we knew it was just time to catch up. We didn't get to rest, but that's another story for another vlog because we were almost arrested, but again.
Well, yeah, and we're not people. We don't complain. Like, we're not complainers, but life happens. So some things happen. Not everything is always positive, but it's not to be a bad light on the place you're at. But some things happen. But the thing is, afterwards, we weren't hurt. Nothing was taken, but it was just a major inconvenience. And we were apologized to. So more on that though. We don't want to. This ain't about that. So, anyway, we went from Romina's to our tour guide's home. She invited us to her lovely home. It was about 30 minutes away.
Yeah, 40 minutes.
Taxi ride. We got a lot of footage of that. And we went to her house. On the way, she stopped and grabbed a couple more things. These nice little, I guess they're Ethiopian pineapples. I've never seen pineapples like this ever. They got like a mohawk, like the leaves look like a mohawk, and then it's a pineapple. And it's small, so it looks really organic,
It looks natural.
Yeah, it looks natural. Yeah, she stopped to get some bread. What was that bread called?
So the bread that she picked up for us is called hambasha. and it's a very celebratory bread. It's used to celebrate weddings, but also like when a child is like christened or baptized, you take the bread and you literally like break it over their back.
Yeah.
It's like a form of a blessing. So it's a celebratory bread. It's not a sweet bread, but it's, I should say, excuse me, it's mildly sweet. There's a hint of sweetness to it. Some people go so far as to add poppy seeds and raisins, which I highly recommend because it kind of elevates
I like to taste it with raisins.
Yeah, it's delicious.
I always wanted to try it, so it was good.
Yeah.
It had like some herbs in it, I think.
Yeah, so that was really generous, but nothing compared to when we walked into the home and saw like...
Yeah, how she was living. Like, I was
But
surprised.
also how it was set up for us.
It was set up. Yeah, she had it like all
palms
celebratory.
out, you know, she had beverages out for us. She had the entire Ethiopian ceremony, beautiful like display.
Okay. All right, so we're talking about the bread. Sorry, we had an emergency.
We had a call coming.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, this is what the bread looks like.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. See, it was a whole circle. We ate a lot of it, and I might take this home to my boy, my son, and he might not want it because it's not sweet. So if it's
There
not
are sweeter versions, the ones with the raisins.
Yeah. So anyway, after that, so yeah, she had. I'm sorry. I think the video came up was cut off when I was saying that the whole display for the Ethiopian ceremony, she had a really beautiful celebratory one, which you would have seen in the vlog, set up. There was incense burning. Mm-hmm.
You know, the palm leaves are out. It was really lovely. Very, very welcoming, very, very inviting. But nothing, guys, and I do mean nothing compared to what she prepared for us.
Yeah. She had whole spread. She was asking us, you know, what we like, what kind of fruit we like. I said pineapple. That's why she had bought that pineapple. You said papaya or mango?
I said watermelon.
Watermelon.
Because they're all seeded here.
Yeah. If you think we're going crazy over seeded stuff, it's just kind of hard to find sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then she asked me what kind of beer I like. And I was like, yeah, you know, I like beer. So she bought two kinds. One was the Habesha beer, the Habesha Gold, and the other one was St. George.
Mm-hmm.
She has a thing for her favorite. Was it patron saint?
Yeah.
It's St. George. So anyway, they have a beer named St. George, and it's got St. George, and he's slaying a dragon, just like you would see in allegory paintings, you know. So that was good. I like the Habesha beer better because the St. George was like, I guess for the, you know, Christians. I mean, yeah, Orthodox people who don't want to get so heavy. I don't know. But anyway, that was good. And yeah, the food she made, how did you, yeah, it was good, right?
Out of this world.
Yeah, I never had stews like that. I never had like the kind of stuff she made. I never had before.
But I mean, you guys saw the video. I mean, did it not look like something even in excess of what you would see in someone's home for Thanksgiving in America? Like, she served so many different dishes, all beautifully presented, all lovingly prepared, and they tasted phenomenal. Like, there wasn't a single one that was bland, mediocre. No. If this woman opened a restaurant tomorrow, Michelin, you better get over here and rate. I'm letting you know right now, if this woman opens a restaurant in this city, and if there are any venture capitalists out there, something to think about. Okay?
Yeah. Once I get my money, I'm gonna invest it.
Because we have Michelin Guide restaurants in Washington, D.C. and the DMV area that are Habesha. I don't think that there are any in Ethiopia, if there are even any in Africa, and it's time. It's time to get Africa on the map as a culinary stage, as a culinary trendsetter, you know, as a place for people who travel because they're foodies.
Yeah.
You need to come here. Like the food here is outstanding, not just in the cafes and in the restaurants, because even the food that we had the night before at the
Abyssinia?
Yeah, Abyssinia, the ambassador sort of, you know, the one where we were dancing, day one, outstanding. But Tigis food in her house, Lord have mercy. I mean, honestly, like she outdid herself. I have not ever seen anyone present that many stews in their homes, like in restaurants, and of course you pay for that. You can see something kind of similar, but hers tasted better. It was beautiful, and the amount of work that she must have put in, I can only imagine it took days, like how it takes me 3 days to make a lasagna. Don't judge, I'm from Bologna, the birthplace of lasagna, and actually a lasagna should take 3 days, okay? So just saying.
Yeah, I've seen it. The food was good. She has 2 little girls, 2 teenager, late, like
young ladies
young
who are
ladies,
like helpers that she's taken in as family.
And everybody, like the family vibe was so dope. It was so lovely. Like it was a good family day. Like, you know, I felt like I was at home. She really made us feel at home. We're dancing and stuff like that. I'm trying to find a future wife for my son, so her daughter might be a contender.
For his 15-year-old son.
For my 15,
but you have to start early.
Yeah,
you have to start early. So, and plus, arranged marriages, to be fair, have a higher success rate than marriages for love. So.
yeah. Love, it just ain't love, man. Need more than that. But anyway, another story. So we had the family day, and I got stuffed. Like I already don't eat much, but I haven't eaten all day. Like literally, I ain't eat nothing. I only had coffee and water, and I was just stuffing my face with this injera and these stews and salads and stuff, and I couldn't finish my plate. And of course she's like, eat, and I'm eating this bread. I didn't even get to my to my pineapple, so I don't even know how it tastes. I'm gonna have to buy one off the street tomorrow.
I didn't try the watermelon either.
Yeah, so I did finish two beers because the little baby knocked one over and it spilled everywhere.
Bless her.
I know. She's one of the 2-year-olds who's just got full of energy. So she was all over the place. She's all over the house. Y'all will see that if you haven't already. You will see that little girl. What's her name? Anastasia, something like that.
Is it?
It's from the Bible.
Perhaps it was Anastasia. You may have heard us in the vlog already call out her name, but I'll tell you something. I miss that baby already.
Yeah,
I miss her, honestly.
I miss the kids.
The dimples, the smiles. And she's a little devilish, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, she's a little mischievous.
She's a little bit mischievous, yeah. Whereas Toby, her older sister, she's like, she's big sister, mature and all the rest, who's also amazing, huge heart, love her. So much personality, by the way. I miss them already. I miss them, I really do. And it was because of them that we graciously turned down taking any leftovers home, because there were 5 mouths to feed in that home, even though our gracious host was like, take some home, I made this for you guys, take it home. And currently in the B&B we have absolutely nothing to eat, and I would have liked to have some of that food today, but it was for them, it was for those beautiful faces. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty flushed out from the airplane food, TMI, but maybe that's why I couldn't eat, because I was like, man.
That airport food got stuck in me for longer than it needed to be.
Yeah, TMI.
It's uncomfortable, it's uncomfortable.
Anyway, so.
Which is why, I should be eating the food that I prepare and not holding it as backup.
I had my bagel the other day, and
Didn't you feel much better with the bagel than you did with the airplane food?
I did. I did.
Because it was natural, organic, gluten-free, vegan.
Yeah. They gave us some fruit with the food, but you just don't,
highly processed. That food is highly processed, and it's highly caloric intentionally, because it's designed to make you feel heavy and full, so you're satisfied and not needing anything.
Yeah.
But I had already packed food, and in hindsight, I wish that I had just eaten the food that I had made for us, which goes through us with a lot more ease.
All right.
Anyways, sorry, we went on a tangent there. We went from talking about food to talking about poop. But
Yeah.
hey, to be healthy, you need to poop regularly.
Yeah,
So.
you're adults. We're all adults.
Yeah,
We know
don't
these
be
things.
poop shy.
Yeah.
And then they made us the coffee ceremony.
Yeah.
So you
we
saw
have
that.
Yeah.
You know, we
So-
were blessed by the beautiful aroma of the coffee.
Again,
Yeah.
all liquids. It needs to be bathrooms nearby. Because if I'm drinking water all day, I need to go. But why we keep doing this TMI? Okay, so
I know, sorry guys.
anyway, back to
So
the story,
we had
to the house.
coffee, and then we actually
Oh.
had another beverage. I had. Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
go ahead. What'd you have?
I was gonna say, in addition to the coffee, she made this phenomenal ginger tea. So good. I mean, we were spoiled. Spoiled.
Yeah.
There's no other way to say it except for we were spoiled. We were treated. Maybe there's another way of saying it. We were treated honestly like royalty. So let me take that back. We weren't spoiled. We were treated like royalty, and it was truly. It felt like we were just we were wrapped around in a blanket of love.
Yeah,
It was really nice.
she made it special for us.
She
Special
made
day.
it- man, and she can cook, guys.
Yeah,
She
and
can
we didn't even.
cook.
Yeah, she just offered to bring us to her house. We didn't ask. She just had a part of her tour package. She said she gonna do it for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's what you say to everybody. That's what they all say. I don't
But
usually do this.
we were great. Well, to
Nah,
be
I'm
fair,
just joking.
you know, not to add pressure to her having to do this for everyone. We were celebrating something that she's aware of, like a special event that's coming up for us, and she kind of wanted to honor that for us here and now. So that's what it was. There's an event that will come down
She did it
down the
because-
line in
yeah.
the future. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this was her way of kind of celebrating us now, and these kind of events in our culture are massive. So
Yeah.
that's why she wanted to celebrate with us here, because she cannot celebrate with us over there across the pond.
Yeah, and let's talk about how you have corrupted the children of Ethiopia with your Western ways. now, she was showing. So we're trying to show the kids. She's showing them the cup it challenge, and if you've seen our short of us with 2 left feet,
Let's
not
put it
good
in now.
dancers.
Here, we'll put it in here for you now. No,
Oh yeah, go ahead.
go ahead, run it.
So yeah, so she's showing these kids, the cup it challenge, and they were very intrigued enough to where we was gonna do one right there, then and there, because their mother, Tigist, our tour guide, started a TikTok page, and we was like, why don't we just do one on your channel right now? But we already can't dance, so teaching them how to do that dance was like tough, but they have fun with it. We all have fun with it. And
The blind leading the blind.
yeah, so
What are you gonna do?
I was like, yeah, they're not going to get it. They too used to doing this from the top. Yeah, no, not too much hip movement. You need a lot of hip movement to do it, and waist movement. So, but it was fun. It was fun trying to teach them how to do the cup it challenge. And yeah, we kind of just we watched a little bit of football because World Cup was on.
They're huge football.
Yeah,
That's
we
so
watched
appreciate.
Japan and Costa Rica.
How serendipitous. Hey Coco, sorry that they didn't win.
Yeah, yeah, it was sad, but so yeah, after that, what we she called us a car, and yeah, it was like 6. Yeah, we tried to get home around 6.
We left her place just before 5 because, like we said, at Romina is when we realized that we really had no business trying to do a full tour day on our second day, that we just needed rest.
Yeah.
So we wanted her to rest as well because she's a teacher and her children are in school. They're young. Well, Toby is in school. The little one, she's only 2, so she's still at home. But we wanted everyone to get a night of rest and to kind of set themselves up the best that they could for Monday. Unfortunately, our plans turned out very differently, but that again is for a different vlog.
Yeah. Oh, one thing I liked about Toby, the 9-year-old, is her English was really great. Like, she spoke real good English. She speaks really good English. She said, "My Harik is not that good." I was like, what? It was just weird to hear. Like, she's born and raised here, hasn't been out the country, and she says her English is better. but she says she speaks Amharic, but she can't read and write as good as she does with English. So her mother has her on track to be, to go places.
She does.
Let's just say that.
She's got a good head on her shoulders. I see a bright future for that one. She's very opinionated. She's quick. She's witty.
Yeah.
So, and she's headstrong. She's very headstrong.
And she's very not shy at all. Like, it's really, really good to see that in kids. And
not shy, but also very respectful.
And respectful. All the kids, man, parents here and kids, kids stay in kids' places. And the parents, they're parents. They raise their kids. Kids know what they do, what they can do, what they can't do. I don't see kids really. We've been here over 2 days, 3 days, but everybody whose house we went to that had kids, the kids are so respectful, so helpful. No talk back, no attitudes, nothing. So it was good, or at least they know how to act in front of company. I don't know when we leave, but
it's the same. I know I'm the child of African immigrants, so it's the same.
Yeah, it was like that when I was young, and we came from Africa,
right?
So African blood. So it is good. That was it for that day, for day 2.
Yes.
Day 2.
We'll wrap it up for now, but stay tuned so you hear about what happened to us once we left once we left her home.
Okay.
Until next time.
Next time, Taconas.
Hey, make sure you get free and stay free.
And stay decent, folks.
Bye.
Bye. All right.
How is that, baby?